The following episode is dedicated to our loyal listeners in North Piddle, Worcestershire.
And welcome to another episode of the Steez, a microsode, if you will.
A small version of
Everything you hear every week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Compressed into one little...
Yeah.
You know what it is already.
Yeah, so here it is. Let's go for it. Myth-teries. Or curiosities.
Or hearsays.
Or all made-ups. This week's little story, I guess, is called Brain on a Stick. Carpenter.
Oh, that's...
Surely you can relate.
I can relate.
Carpenter Michael Manick, 29, of California, fell 10 feet through the floor of a house under construction in Malibu in February 1981. After hitting the ground, he tried to lift his head but couldn't. There was 6 inches of rough surface steel rod protruding from between his eyes.
Oh, no.
There is a photo here.
Give us a look.
He's
Oh, is that him, is it?
yeah, he's cupped it right. You'd say he was dead, right? That looks like a dead body.
It looks like everything you've seen in a horror movie when a steel rod goes through a person's eye.
And circle is coming out the back of his neck.
The circle does say it comes out the back of his neck.
Yeah,
there.
5/8 of an inch thick rod. Well, what's that in carpenter terms?
25 mil.
Okay.
I don't know.
3/4 of a 5/8 threepence. It was used for reinforcing concrete, so it's
Rio. Guaranteed it's rusted.
It had gone through his head and out the base of his neck. He remembers lying there, trying to figure it out. I'll give you one straight answer, mate. There's a rod going through your head. You figured it out. When I finally realised what happened to me, my heart just dropped. I was sure I was gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say.
Well, he went into shock.
I think that's what's happening to me.
When lifeguards from Zuma Beach saw through the rod at ground level.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna have to totally
saw one off. They sawed one off on him. Manick says he will never forget the sound echoing and vibrating in his head, because you know what that's like. That's really bad.
Do you ever rub your eyeball and you can sort of hear it in your... That's the one. So imagine doing that with a 1/4 inch...
2x4.
Yeah, ouch.
What do you call it? Electrical... what are those things that cut metal? Grinders.
Grinder. I don't know. Did not know where you were going.
Okay.
So it's definitely not a myth. Actually, this is probably the first myth-teory that has photographic evidence.
Well,
it's definitely happened.
From this source, yeah, you usually do not get the old picture to assist it. It's just all hearsay.
I wonder what's happened to this poor
Well,
man.
they rebuilt his skull, nose, and repaired tear ducts, nerves, muscles, and the extensive tissue damage. And the doctors were certain there would be permanent brain damage.
Of course.
They were baffled to find this was not the case.
Oh.
After 7 months, Manick's most serious after effects are psychological nightmares, insomnia, fear of falling,
night terrors,
spiders,
sweats.
Yeah. That's all he gets. He just gets bad memories.
That's all he gets. That paid off well.
Would you do it just for the bad memories?
For the 10 feet, that's a basketball ring. Sort
Oh,
of
yeah,
height.
okay, so he's fallen
He's gone
pretty
right. It's
hard
gone
on
through
it.
in there.
Yow. I hate thinking about it.
Now, do you take one bout of pain for your whole life, like this guy has?
Yeah.
Or do you get severe paper cuts for the rest of your life, every day? Do you cop it in one hit, or do you get...
I think I'll go the paper cuts.
Just one paper cut?
Yeah. You get used to that. You'd be able to estimate your recovery time pretty quickly. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you'd have your band-aids ready. You'd have your
well,
antiseptic.
it's a day of stinging, and a day of recovery. But you got billions of them from every other day.
What time would you have yours?
I reckon probably about 6 o'clock at night.
At night, yeah. That's where I was going.
Yeah. Just after a shower.
Get nice and clean. Get your paper cut. Put some betadine on it.
Yeah.
Wrap it up, and you're good to go in the morning.
You are.
Until tomorrow.
That's right. Until 6 o'clock tomorrow. Until then.
It's a lot of Band-Aids.
It's a lot of pain, actually.
And now a reading from Jezbots' diary, 1994. Monday the 10th of January.
Specific.
Very. Writing on the 11th, unable to on the 10th. Went to Cams. That's right. No, it's actually went to, Cams. That's right.
That's right.
I think last night is when I harked the worst I ever have.
Oh,
And today...
You mean vomit?
Yeah, harked.
Harked.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Totally harked on me, dude.
Yeah.
You know, in, what is it?
Bill and Ted's?
Yeah, maybe Bill and Ted's.
Yeah, why not?
Anyway, so had a big spew. And then had to go and help Mum and Dad, obviously do something catering-wise. Then I went to Mick's house and pigged out. And then went to Vanessa's and harked. Which was on...
Is that 2 harks?
That's 2 harks. Which was on Sunday, which is impossible. So what I want to know is, where have I been and what have I missed in these past 2 days? If you know the answers to these questions, please let me know.
Oh, damn. I don't know. Sorry.
I'm going
to make some assumptions. You went to Cams.
Yes.
You played Super Nintendo, and you drank so much you harked.
Yeah, and in those days, drinking too much was 3 beers, Tim.
Right.
Couldn't do it.
3 Strongbows.
3 Strongbows, yeah. Rough.
Down at the park.
Rough. No, not down in the park. In Cam's house. His dad's still not home, so...
Oh, that's right. His dad's always out.
But, yeah, that's, not the best diary entry ever.
But it is a diary entry.
And it just filled in another 2 minutes, Tim, so... What are you going to do?
So what are you going to do? More next.
What's with all the chemicals in the glass jars?
Well, honey, I thought we should start a meth lab, for extra cash.
What a great idea.
Thanks, Dal.
I bought lunch. Are you hungry?
Not right now. Might be all the chainsaw fluid I'm adding to the meth mix. But me guts just don't feel right.
Have you tried Alfonso's Relief?
Alfonso's Relief?
Yeah, Alfonso's Relief. Here, try some. Get that down your gullet. So how you feeling, you silly duffer?
A lot better now. I think I'll build that yacht in the backyard I was supposed to do 10 years ago.
Wow, you're like a new husband.
Yeah, I added the Alfonso's Relief with 3/4 of meth and blew that pipe away. I'm flying. Oh. Alfonso's Relief. Reach for the relief.
So I'm here because Tim said I really must go. I am not a fan of Elvis, but I'm willing to give it a try.
Behind you. There it is. Bill Black on the upright bass, he stood here on this one. And if you look, this little hole in the floor right in front of him there, that's where his bass rested that day. That makes this floor the original floor from the 1950s. And that makes this spot the very best spot. This is Elvis Presley's spot, and that is why I stand here. It is mine. Do not try to take it from me. Now, when the guys finally got settled, Sam had them start playing, and they started recording. But they were playing gospel
So, Timo, you
music
challenged me to do something Elvis-y,
every
so
single
I'm
minute of it.
just
Those guys
escaping
were
at the
great.
moment
In
from
industry, that pretty much
the tour.
blew. So Scotty and Bill started packing up their
the guys going on
They were
about
halfway out the door by the time
Elvis's studio. I'm just about to escape, and I'm going to sneak upstairs and find Elvis's toilet. Okay, I found Elvis's toilet, and I have gotten myself a huge American burger, and I am going to simulate nothing's more Elvis-y than sitting on the toilet and eating a burger. Shit, someone's coming. Alright, I'm just going to sign off. So I'm back on the tour. Fun fact, the upstairs is alarmed. I'm not going to go back up there, I reckon. And they were pretty good about kicking me out, but they were telling me that Lisa Marie still goes up there and cleans up and dusts. So no one's allowed up there, and the guy was saying that just recently Lisa Marie walked down the stairs while she was doing some dusting and cleaning, went into the kitchen as if it was hers, and it actually is her house. So it kind of makes sense.
So I wanted to do this week of the week, Jezbots green tip.
Ah, green finger tip?
Yeah, his green,
On the tip of the green finger?
the tip of his green finger.
Okay.
Because it's summer, it's hot out, and this is more of advice on life, as not to get greedy.
Okay.
You don't want to get too big for your britches, and it relates to my garden.
Okay.
Because I have a very large passion fruit.
Passion fruit. I do know your passion fruit,
Yes.
Ryan. It's hung up on your back fence.
Yes.
In your driveway.
Correct. And it had a perfect position, and it's been growing for about 3 years now. It's lush. It's producing many a fruit.
Good.
And that was last season, and this season. The weather's changed somewhat, and during the off season, it still sort of grows. And so I was sort of saying to myself, I've got about 150 passion fruits this season. Why don't I double the size of the passion vine, and I'll drill some holes through the fence and bring it through on the inside of the fence.
Okay.
So I did that. As you've seen, it covered that entire side.
Yeah.
It basically doubled in size in the last 6 months. But I haven't really been keeping the water up to it, Tim. So a couple of weeks ago, when we had very, very hot weather, catastrophic failure of the passion fruit.
What? It's dead.
Yes.
See, this is why it's so hard to look after plants. If you don't have this, if you haven't pre-greened your finger before you come into this world, then I think you're destined to kill plants forever. Well, that's my deal.
It was devastating. There was around, rough count, there was about 300 or 400 passion fruits on there, and then it slowly started to go yellow. And passion fruits would start falling off every time the wind blew. And I thought, what am I going to do?
Water
it. Bring the water up. But it was far too late. I'd been too greedy.
So what's the tip?
The tip is, when you've got something good, like this good size, just keep it there.
Okay.
You don't have to expand.
You padonkadonk?
Everything.
If you got something good, you don't need to expand.
Your credit limit.
Okay.
Or debt.
Yep.
You don't need to get a bigger car. Your car's fine.
So what you're saying is you're suggesting that don't drill holes through the fence to double your intake, because your investment might completely bomb out.
That's right. No,
it's Bitcoin all over again.
I was going for glory with these holes, trying to double my size, but what would you call that? A glory hole?
A glory hole? I didn't hear you set up. A glory hole?
That's Jezbots green tip.
Green
finger.
What's the tip though?
The tip is
don't get overzealous with your
correct.
With your passion fruits.
Or life.
Okay.
When you've got something good.
Don't double down. Don't double down.
Well, there you have it. Another Escape Pods microsode, Tim.
A Steez, if you will.
Some would say that.
I would.
You've said it before and you'll say it again. Join us next week where you'll hear Timmy Taco say... Baby. 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 Baby.
Baby boy. Baby boy. Baby boy. Baby boy. Baby boy.
the fellas. Wish I was a little bit taller, y'all. Ain't so much, nearly split your pants.